We can either start off with Dave having a conversation with his supervisor. I don't even know what to call a supervisor.
It's just his what was it called?
We
He's
can,
like immediate supervisor
yeah.
for him.
We could call him. We can give him a name.
No.
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 Okay. And then another one. We can either start with Dave's conversation with the supervisor or the conversation with Bob. So.
Well, I think he should start
with the course's supervisor, yeah. Because he needs to apologize with that, or it's not going to go pretty.
No.
You shouldn't make your bosses mad, or they're going to get fired. Okay. You want me to be Dave, and you to be... I'll be the supervisor.
What? And I'll be Dave? What? Should we discuss it a little bit more?
Okay.
Because we didn't really talk about it before.
That's true. So... Well, Dave is very prideful because he's just fresh out of college and just all I know everything. I know how to fix all your problems in your company. I can do everything. And Bob's like, whoa, slow down.
Yeah.
He's like, take a breather. We'll job shadow. You need some knowledge before you try and put new ideas in that could cost us money. So. What else?
Well, Dave needs to understand that he can't just go straight to his boss because I feel like the supervisor feels disrespected because Dave just skipped all the steps to meet the boss of the company.
True.
Even though it's probably easier than if it was a bigger company. But it may seem like the supervisor might think that Bob thinks that he's not doing his job right. Because Dave is going to him complaining about it. So that's probably why the supervisor was upset. At least it's what I think. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I agree. He just jumped the hoop and just went straight to Bob instead of talking with the supervisor.
Yeah. So that's why everybody hates him now.
Yeah. Now everyone's just avoiding him, oh, it's the new guy. Avoid. Yeah. I think what he should do is kind of buckle down and wait for a little bit. Maybe a month. And then trying to at least engage and become more friendly and know a little more about the company before he decides this is not for me. I'm gonna go to another one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look for another job. So.
That sounds good. That sounds like a good plan.
Okay. So am I could be Dave if you don't mind.
I don't care.
Okay, I don't care either. Fine, I'll be the supervisor.
Okay.
I will be the supervisor.
Okay.
So why have you come into my office today, Dave?
Wait, what? Say again.
So why have you come into my office today, Dave?
Because I came in to apologize for going to our boss and complaining to him about my problems when I should have came to you first.
Understandable. I know.
Okay, good.
Would you like to know why you're taking off customer calls?
Sure.
I don't even.
I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
Just back on that. Um, well, I know that you got upset when I kind of like skipped rank, so I kind of understand why you did that. But I feel it's kind of unfair because I'm new here, so
Okay.
I don't know much about anything.
That is true. You are a newbie around here. You just came straight out of college. I'll cut you some slack and I'll put you back on the customer calls. But just next time, just come to me. It doesn't look good if you just go straight to Bob.
Cool.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say.
I don't either. Trying to be friendly to supervisor. Trying to know more about the company. Talk about.
I understand when I first came in here, I thought I was like a big, like awesome person, but I've realized that I just can't walk in and try to change everything. I need to work with the flow and be a team player.
And plus, you need to know more about this company. If you want, I will be willing to let you job shadow more people so you can get more experience in this company.
Cool. Thanks.
Thanks.
They can't even see it.
No, they can't even see the.
No.
Okay. Would you like to be Bob this time?
I guess, sure, you can be Dave.
Okay.
You gotta start out. You're walking your
Okay.
line.
Hey, Bob, do you have a quick, small amount of time?
Yeah, sure, take a seat.
Okay. I'd like to apologize for coming straight to you and complaining. I should have talked to my supervisor first so we could talk to you and discuss about it. I know that I just come fresh out of college. I don't have a lot of experience. And I was hoping if you would forgive me for my...
I'm just kidding.
I was hoping if you could forgive me for being a prideful child.
Yeah, sure, of course. Everybody deserves a chance, so.
I promise I'll work better to be a better team leader and to understand this company more before executing those ideas I talked to you about in my interview.
Well, that sounds good. Hope to see improvement.
We'll do so.
Good.
And cut. Alright.
Should we talk about anything else? Oh yeah, historical case.
And historical case. The Constitution.
Yeah.
Writing the Constitution and that whole long process. Oh,
I wouldn't want to do it.
me neither. Just like sitting around, especially on a hot day, inside of a building with arguing men. I at least want some like cold water, fan, air conditioning, and then we can discuss. But of course, it's back then and they don't have electricity.
Yeah. Or did they? Just kidding. I have
They
no idea.
didn't. They didn't have electricity. They had candles. They used candlestick for light. Let's see. You're not in the frame.
That's fine. Just...
I don't want to be in the frame. Well, how should we figure out to help them?
Okay, 1879.
Yeah.
And the ratification of the Constitution was like 1700s, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. I was making sure. Do you even know?
I'm 13. What you doing over there?
1798. 89. It was
1789.
revised in 1992. Anyways. Just had to look it up.
Okay. Alright. Let's get serious.
Yeah. Okay. So they worked hard to create the Constitution and to make compromises and
The
stuff
Great Compromise.
about like the Senate and the 3/5 compromise
Yeah, the 3/5 Compromise.
and the small state and the big state stuff like that.
Yeah.
What was this case question
Let me see how to go about doing that. Oh yeah, you're one of the
framers?
Yeah, one of the people in there in the electives, one of the representatives. And then it's your cousin that's like, I don't want nothing to do with what you're talking about. And he's very respected, and you don't want to be mean. How'd you go about doing that? Maybe you can go about like, well, I respect you as a person and your opinion, but, and do emphasis on but. But. But the United States of America needs to change for the better. And we need to become more united as a nation, or we will crumble.
Well, we were already kind of crumbling because the Articles of
the Articles of Confederation.
They gave too much power to the states. So.
Yep, not the Senate. The federal. Yeah. Not federal power. Everyone states power. Not state power. Maybe we just be like, we're trying to fix America because we're crumbling in shambles. And we try to be more unified, but we're not. I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Oh yeah, Jacob doesn't like to talk with you and your fellow delegates, borrowing ideas from England and France.
Oh yeah.
He immigrated from England when he was a boy and remembers the fears he felt when he saw soldiers, constables, lawyers, and other people wielding government power. He also doesn't like the way England and France constantly make war. He's well respected in his community, and you don't want to send him home without allaying his fears that you and your fellow delegates are making bad use of history and analogies. That's what the question is. Well, that's what you do. Okay.
Anyways.
So even if
I got it.
Okay. What?
Oh, we could just
Go ahead.
Fine. Okay. I was gonna say, or we could say that we don't want history to repeat itself, and even though England and France have been known to fight,
and we're gonna fight.
We're going to fight anyways, and there's gonna be wars. But we would rather be a united nation, being able to fight. A united colony. United colonies.
Yeah, we weren't a nation.
Oh yeah, we were a nation till long.
Actually, I don't know. I'm not very good with history, so.
It took a while before they got all the rest of the states.
Well, yeah, I know that.
We need to become united as 13 colonies. Or we'll crumble. That we need to learn from history that England and France fight so much, and we need to learn how to become better nations so we can better defend ourselves.
And we can kind of talk what's in the
13 colonies. Darn it, I keep on saying nation instead of 13 colonies. We become better 13 colonies to defend ourselves against places like England and France. So we don't have to become under their rule of thumb anymore.
Yeah, because we were still technically under their rule, right? During the Articles of Confederation.
Oh wait, no, it was because no, we're not anymore. But
I thought we were.
1776, Declaration of Independence. Anyways, but no, we're not under their rule anymore. It's
Actually, I think it's in 1789. That's when like they got all signed and everything. But that's when Britain finally, or England finally recognized the Declaration of Independence. So let us go. So we can kind of tell Jacob like how our ideas may be the same, but like there are differences. We don't have religion in our government, and
we have more free religion than England does. We're just kind of drawing.
Well, that's why they came over, right?
Yeah, we kind of we're drawing ideas off of England and France, but we're not going to become like them.
No, we're not gonna have monarchies or dictators or anything like that.
None. It's the people that we care about. Care about the people.
Power to the people. What is that called? There's a word for it, isn't there? Popular sovereignty? I don't know what that word means.
Oh, I took American Foundations last semester. I should be remembering this stuff.
Yeah, come on, Brittany, really? I can look it up real quick.
Okay, you look it up.
Oh wow, it came up. Oh, first names.
Okay. So.
Yep. Or the sovereignty of the people who rules the principle of the authority of the state. So people power, basically.
stuff. So yeah, power to the people. People of the power. Power of the people.
Power to the people.
Power.
And the government is like split up into 3 checks and balances.
I know checks and executive, judicial, and legislative. Or executive, legislative, and judicial.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, some people.
It's
an order. It's an order. Some people are like, it's in order. Other people are like.
Well, I know that I think there was an order of when they were established, or the order they were written in the Constitution.
Yeah.
I don't remember reading that.
They didn't have judicial back then. They just had legislative and executive, and the executive was like, and then legislative was like, meh.
Well, that's what have checks and balances.
I know. That's good, but we have it now. Okay. So do you want me to be Jacob? Jacob Mahdi?
I'm not very. You were the essays on.
Fine. Are we cousins or brothers?
Cousins.
Okay, cousins. Hello, good cousin. How art thou?
How art thou? I don't think they talk like that anymore.
That's probably a bit too old. How are you?
I don't want this. How are you?
I'm fine.
How have you been?
I've been good. These long days though, trying to figure out.
What are your problems? Let me hear them.
Trying to get through this. Those long days that we have, trying to discuss how to make these 13 colonies better.
And how do you think we should make them better?
I
Wait,
think
who's Jacob? Me?
yes.
Oh.
Who's Jacob? I don't know who
I thought I wasn't Jacob. I thought you were.
I thought you wanted to be Jacob.
I know, but then I forgot.
Trying to
Yeah,
get
we
through
can
this.
switch it because that's what they tell us to do. In our role plays, we're supposed to switch roles.
That is true. Fine, I be Jacob.
And then I'll be Jacob next time.
Okay. What?
Never mind, just go.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then the next case is, yeah. So I've heard that you've been wanting to change some things.
Mm-hmm.
How is that going?
Good. What things have you heard?
About the 3/5 compromise and drawing ideas from England and France. I don't think that's such a good idea.
Why not?
I remember as a wee boy of those English soldiers. English. Oh my goodness. English. I can't speak
I
today.
have the same problem. It's okay.
I have a
Soldiers.
I have a speech impediment.
Soldiers. I almost said soldiers. Shoulders, soldiers.
English soldiers.
There you go. For some reason, those two words are just so close.
You're right. Okay. Anyways, I remember when I was a young boy, those English soldiers were. They took me and my family out of our home.
Mm-hmm.
And just ever
I
since
think
then.
at one time, English soldiers actually like came over, and that's when they had the quartering act, right? Quartering act because like soldiers can't come in,
They can't like
take over your home.
take over your home.
Anyways, go
during
ahead.
wartime.
Sorry,
So yeah, they took over my home.
I don't know when that was. To be honest, like don't bring that in.
They took over my home and we were kicked out of there.
Uh-huh.
And ever since then, I just never really liked Englishmen. I've just been scared of them. Like, I don't like them. And then the French,
Well-
I don't like them either.
Okay. Calm down. It's okay. Sometimes you have to go over the fear and just accept it. Because sometimes you need to face your fears, and especially if you know it's for the better, then just go along with it.
I don't agree with you, cousin.
Why not? We're making it to where it's not like England. We're not going to have a king or queen or dictatorship or anything, or monarchy.
Or anarchy.
Or anarchy, I guess, too. But obviously, there's going to be war anyway. Or not war, but there's going to be disagreements anyways.
That is true. There's always disagreement. One person will disagree like me.
And we're giving the power to the people, so they're going to vote for their own person that they want to lead the country.
You mean like, so there will be representatives for each colony, and then there will be one person that rules over all the colonies? Is that what I'm hearing? Right?
That painting is not straight.
I know, right? Anyways, so yeah. Are you telling me that we're going to have this leader become a dictator over all our colonies?
There's this thing called checks and balances. So there's an executive branch, a legislative branch, and a judicial branch. And they all check each other in the process of making a law. So the president can't just make a law and pass it. He has to go through the legislative branch first. And if they don't accept it, it goes back to the president. And if the president, or how does it work? I don't remember. And if the legislative branch wants to bring forth a law or something. I don't remember what it's called. And then if it brings to the president and they vetoes it, the president, it goes back, huh?
Need a bill.
A bill, yeah, a bill. There we go. Thank you. It goes to the president, and if he vetoes it, it goes back to the
legislative
branch. Yeah.
But they could still override his veto.
Yeah, if they get like 2/3 of vote or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
In both Senate and House of Representatives.
Okay, so it won't be exactly a dictator. He will have people make sure.
Yeah, they're always checking each other, so they can't overrule each other. So
okay, so what is this legislative?
Obama does that.
This legislative branch.
Legislative branch. It has two houses: a House of Representatives and the Senate. I don't know how much I'm supposed to say because I don't know how much we actually know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm less afraid now.
Mm-hmm.
The future. I hope that our colonies will not be like England or France.
They won't be.
Okay. That's good, cousin. It's good to know.
We moved over here for a reason, so.
That is true.
And we started off rough with the Articles of Confederation. And now we're moving on to something better. So.
That is true.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I think we're good here.
Yeah.
Okay.